Alright, hello, good morning, welcome to another tutorial. Today we're going to be doing Out for Blood by the band Heart Attack Man. And it's going to go a little something like this. We're going to start with the tuning. I have the capo on the first fret. First note is going to be a C, G sharp, D sharp, G sharp, C, and D sharp. Let's begin with that little opening riff. Alright, first note is going to be an open A, but again, before I proceed, I just want to mention that I'm going to be referring to the strings as if they are in standard tuning. So this note is actually a G sharp, but I'm going to be referring to it as if it's an A note. The second note is going to be a high E. Third note is a G. Fourth note is a D. Next note is your pinky on the 5th fret of the A string. Next note is your index finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Next note is your index finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. And you kind of want to hit both of these notes at the same time. Like you want to bar both the D string and the G string with your index finger like this. And then the last note is an open B. So all together that's next we're going to go ring finger, 5th fret, low E, back to A, back to G, an open low E, followed by index finger 1st fret, low E, next is an open D, then it's going to be ring finger 4th fret, D, and then last note in the entire progression is an open G. Alright, I'll play it one more time for you. So, let's go into the backing guitar that I have. So, while this is playing, I'm also playing this. So let me show you that real quick. It's going to start with an open A twice, 3 times actually, and then It goes index finger, 4th fret A, followed by middle finger, 5th fret A. This is hard to explain. Alright, so you got that part right. Next is index finger, 2nd fret G, followed by 4th fret, followed by 5th fret. Back down to the 2nd fret, open G, back down to the 5th fret of the A string. Next is 4th fret A, down to the 2nd fret A, and then back to the open A. Hey, let me slow it down for you a little bit. Section I'm going middle finger, 5th fret low E, followed by index finger, 2nd fret D, then it's going to be index finger, 4th fret A, slide up 1 fret, slide up 2 frets, slide up 1 fret. This is the very last note in the entire riff. So all together, sounds something like this. Alright, I don't know how to explain that any further. So I hope that helped you. Let's see, let's go into the rhythm sections now. If I can remember how to play it. That guy in a can, I passed the point of no return. I'll take a lap around the moon in order back to her. I had everything, I built the missiles and kept you safe. I'll take my problems elsewhere and be on my way. So I actually recorded this video a couple days ago, and I'm already starting to forget it. So, bear with me. Alright, so I know this chord is correct. It's middle finger, 5th fret low E, and then ring finger, 5th fret D. Everything else is played open. Next chord is ring finger, 7th fret D. Everything else is played open except the low E string. That's going to be muted with your middle finger. But after that, I'm not sure. Is it this? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so it's feel my wrath, think they're dead, you motherfucker. God, I'm going home. Yeah, that's totally it. Alright, so you know this chord? You know this chord. Next chord is going to be your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the A string. Your ring finger goes on the 2nd fret of the D string. Everything else is played open except the low E string. You're going to mute that with your thumb. Last chord is index finger 5th fret A and ring finger 7th fret D. Everything else is played open except the low E string. You're going to mute that with your middle finger. So those 4 chords together sound like this. Fill my rising paradise, you motherfucker. Paradise, I'm going home. There's like a little thing that I do at the end there. So for the 3rd chord, instead of going middle finger, instead of using your middle finger and your ring finger here, instead you're just going to bar both of those notes, the A string and the D string, with your index finger. So it'll sound like this. And then you're going to add ring finger 4th fret D, followed by an open G. Do I know what I'm doing? I think I do. Yeah, so these 2 notes followed by ring finger 4th fret D, followed by open G, back to index finger 2nd fret A and ring finger 4th fret D, and then the last note is an open D. I hope that makes sense. I'm not explaining it very well, I'm sorry. That's essentially what I'm doing. So, back to the beginning here, it's... Alright, now we're going to get into the chorus. There is no picking involved in the chorus, at least none that you don't already know. I do go back to this little progression here, but that happens in the middle of the chorus. But in the beginning, it's just I have become so cold, so numb, load up my gun. Yeah. Alright, so first chord, pretty sure I already taught you this, but I'll teach you it again. It is ring finger 7th fret D. Everything else is played open except the low E. You're going to mute that with your middle finger. Next chord is index finger 1st fret low E. And ring finger 2nd fret D. Everything else is played open except the A string. Actually, no, scratch that. You can actually let the A string ring out. So it's just the index finger 1st fret low E, and then ring finger 2nd fret D. Everything else can be played open. You're just gonna alternate between these 2 chords until this part. So it goes up to the 4th fret low E. Nope, that's not it. Middle finger 5th fret low E, ring finger, 5th fret D. Everything else can be played open. Yeah, so it goes. Next chord is your index finger on the 4th fret of the A string, and your ring finger on the 7th fret of the D string. Everything else is played open except the low E string. You can mute that with your index finger. Next chord is the exact same chord shape, except you're just going to take your index finger and slide it up 1 fret. So back to what we were doing before. And then the final chord in the chorus is index finger, 3rd fret, low E. Index finger, 3rd fret, low E, and then ring finger, 4th fret, D. Everything else is going to be played open except the A string. For this chord, you do want to mute the A string with your index finger. That should be it for the chorus. I have become so cold, so numb, load up my gun. Nightmares come alive, your past is back to haunt you. I can't feel anything at all. You want to know how to play this little riff right here? I really like that riff. It sounds so pretty. So here's how you play it. Alright, let's begin. It starts with your ring finger on the 7th fret of the B string, followed by your index finger on the 5th fret of the high E string. Back down to ring finger, 7th fret B. So that's 3 chords so far, or 3 notes so far. Next, you're going to take your index finger and put it on the 5th fret of the B string. Slide down to the 3rd fret, down to the 1st fret, and then followed by an open B, and then it goes to an open G, next is it's your index finger on the 2nd fret of the D string. Back to an open G. Followed by your ring finger on the 4th fret of the G string. Index finger goes on the 1st fret of the B string. You want to let both of those notes ring out because they sound so pretty together. And then try to take off your pinky. Actually, I think you're using your I think I told you to use your ring finger there. All right, I'm confusing myself. It's yeah, I told you to use the ring finger. So after you play index finger, 1st fret B, gonna go back down to ring finger, 4th fret G, and after you play this note, you're going to take off your ring finger and play an open G. So from the beginning, it sounds like I messed up. Back down to middle finger, 2nd fret G. No, sorry, middle finger, 2nd fret D. Back to an open G. Back to ring finger, 4th fret G. Back to index finger, 1st fret B. Back down to ring finger, 4th fret G. Back to open G. Followed by ring finger, 3rd fret B, followed by middle finger, 2nd fret high E. So back to the beginning, sounds like this. Fuck me. So this last little phrase here is okay, so as you can see, I'm really terrible at explaining things, so I'm just gonna leave it there. I'll play it real slow for you one more time, and I hope that's enough for you. Alright, here we go. Then it goes back to this part. The drive-by shooter, the restraining order, the neo-Nazi, the worst traffic jam on earth, and the cops can never stop me. Yeah. Sorry, I just woke up and my voice is not the best right now, but drive-by shooter, the restraining order, the neo-Nazi, the worst traffic jam on earth, and the cops can never stop me. Am I the anti-hero, turned to super-villain, violent crime statistic, one amongst a million? All the prices back to 1965. I'm falling down by the wayside. There's like one little part Actually no, in the second verse and like the second half of the second verse, I do something like this. So I'll teach you that real quick. It's ring finger, 10th fret, high E, and then index finger, 9th fret, B string. Followed by index finger, 8th fret, B string. Slide up 1 fret using your middle finger. Back down to the 8th fret using your index finger. And then finally, an open high E. So all that together is... I don't know how many of you are actually gonna learn like the second guitar that I'm explaining right now, but if you are going to, one thing that I do want to mention is that each note is played by itself. I'm not ringing out the notes, otherwise it would sound like this. I personally prefer it like this. But I guess you could do it like this and just let the notes ring out a little bit more. I don't know music theory, but I'm pretty sure what I'm referring to is called staccato. Or I'm just fucking stupid. What is staccato? Am I correct? In music, staccato refers to a playing technique where notes are played short and detached. See, I know what I'm talking about. With a small gap between each note. And then, what's the opposite of staccato? Legato, I believe. In music, legato indicates a smooth, connected playing style. I am so smart. Okay. So, yes, what I'm saying is that I prefer to play it staccato. But you can play it legato style. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't fucking matter. I finished my coffee. So, let's try to end this video soon because it's almost been 30 minutes. Can you believe that? Pretty sure I've explained most of it, but let's just begin at the second verse, make sure I didn't miss anything. The drive-by shooter, the restraining order, the neon I see, the worst job the gym on earth, and the cops could never stop me. So, at this part right here, that's where that part comes in. Hopefully you can hear it in like the actual video that I did. But anyways, moving on. Pull the prices back to 1965. I'm falling down by the wayside. And then like at this part right here, like at that very end of the second verse, I let those staccato notes ring out. But I do like a harmony with it, so it's like these notes. mixed with something like that. So like. I don't fucking know, you figure it out. That's it, I'm done.